Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing great today. Appreciate those who watch this video. I hope you enjoy it. And today we're talking about The Godfather Part 2. I'm interested in reading some of your comments down below, so let me know what you think about this movie. Do you think it's better than the first one? Personally, at this point, I'm going to say I don't think it's better than the first movie, but I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It is a very good movie, but not as good as the first one, because the first one is very, very good. To me, The Godfather Part 2 is basically like two movies in one. We get to see a little bit about how the original Godfather got his start. I guess he's the only Godfather, right? Because Michael never claims to be the Godfather. But we get to see like the little bit of the Godfather's childhood and how he became, the big leader of this mafia group. I'm going to say group here, the big mafia group, and how he came to be who he was and why he did the things he did. We find out that he has like a tragic past. His dad got killed by, I guess he's like an Italian mafia guy there, right? Some big shot there. Corrupted guy kills his dad, and then then his brother's gonna go for revenge. The guy kills his brother, then he kills his mother, and then finally the Godfather comes back and repays the debt that this guy owes him, right? But after he becomes kind of a big shot over there in America. So we get to see, how it wasn't really by choice. I guess it is by choice, right? That he became a mafia type of guy. I guess he could have picked a good life, but he wanted that good old sweet revenge. And we see that he's a lot like Michael in that he's smart. And, he's kind of family oriented too. The Godfather is, I've only seen the first two so far. I haven't seen the third one. If I did, it was like way long ago. I don't even remember it. But it is kind of about family, the mafia family. And we get to, so we can see how the father got into this type of lifestyle. Everybody got murdered from this guy. Goes to America. He works his way up. And, he gets into that line of business. And then Michael kind of inherits it. And like I said, this is about family. And we see Michael trying to have your traditional family, as well as trying to live a lifestyle of being in the mafia. And so we get a little bit two sides of him, like the loving father, the loving husband. And then we get to see like the dark side of Michael as he's trying to make sure these correct, I can't say the word corrupt. I'm just going to say corrupt. I can't say crooked. There we go. Or whatever. Corrupted politicians don't run amok on him. And that these other mafia guys aren't trying to eliminate him and his gang. I'm going to say gang. So we see him trying to navigate these. And unfortunately for him, unlike his father, this doesn't work. Mainly the reason why he can't balance both your traditional husband with the mafia boss type is mainly because of the wife. It looks like the husband's wife, she was all into it. She didn't mind the husband doing the things that he did on the corrupted side of murdering people, robbing people, doing that stuff. Pretty sure that she knew what the Godfather was up to, while Michael's wife, she's not into that. She wants her husband to be clean because that's something he promised that he would do, that he would only do this. First, he would stay out of the family business altogether. Then secondly, once he got into it, he would only do it for 4 or 5 years, so that, doing the casinos would eventually he'd be able to clean up and become straight, and do everything by the books. But he's never able to fulfill that promise, which kind of ruins his family and his family life. Perhaps if he would have stayed with can't really say stay. Perhaps if his Italian wife would have got blown up in a big car explosion, he would have been able to have his cake and eat it too. And this movie is kind of about, these two movies is kind of about that, like how this lifestyle that they're living, you can't have a family, like a safe family, that traditional life, because both with the father and with him, both generations, that lifestyle ruined both the family. The father's mother, parents, siblings all got murdered because of the gangsters, mafia people. And then gets older, you have Sonny, boom, he dies, and you got your good friends are dying and stuff. And then Michael, his brother, of course, Sonny, dies. And then at the end of this movie, spoiler alert, the movie's about 50 years old, so if you haven't watched it yet, it's your fault. Good old Fredo dies because he kills him. And then because of the lifestyle, his wife leaves him. And then you don't really know at this point the consequences of the two children are still with him. But, you know, your parents separating, you know, it takes a toll on little children. When I was young, my parents separated for about a year or two, and then in some reason they got remarried, and they pretty much had a good marriage after that. But you know, that does kind of tear on the family. I'm hoping to be able to see part 3 here pretty soon. I find out now it's on Paramount Plus, so I'll try to watch it on there and see how this story ends. Plus, you know, going through the mother's side, you know, she was promised, she thought that Michael would change his ways, that he wouldn't stay in the mafia doing this gangster lifestyle. And then we see abortion. She has an abortion because she doesn't want her son, or what's going to be a son, growing up in that life. You know, she didn't want him growing up running around with people who's killing people, robbing, stealing, you know, breaking the law, being very evil. I guess evil. It is evil to do that stuff. So yeah, she didn't want him to be around that temptation and grow up to be a bad person. And she knew that Michael had a strong personality, that she wouldn't be able to tear or break him away from his father. So she aborted the child. And, you know, she was right about that because, you know, she wasn't able to break her 2 children to take them with her. You know, she would never be able to hide because Michael would find her. And then you just have that heartbreaking breakup between them in this movie. Looking at my notes here, that's why I keep on looking down to the right. Make sure I get everything I want to cover. But yeah, so, you know, I guess being somebody who's not so much, you know, pro-abortion or anything, if there's going to be a reason to have abortion, I guess that'd be one good reason, is that, you know, that you wouldn't be able to protect them from that kind of lifestyle, and seeing your child being turned into ways of the world that you don't agree with. You know, it also kind of brings up, I guess, well, I'm not going to go in that realm at all. But, you know, as I see this, for me, I'm just going to concentrate on the family part of this. Leave some comments below. What do you like about it? I do like how it does have a commentary about family. Try and get my words right. See, I don't write this stuff down. I don't have a script to go by. I'm just free flowing. Sometimes you get stuck in the middle of a thought. But you know how it has a commentary on family. How if you have 2 parents who are got 2 different morals, and how hard that can be for them to cluster and get together to raise their children, how that can cause great conflict within a family. That's why if you're somebody who's religious, you should marry somebody else who's religious, probably in the same, you know, like the same sect. You know, if you're Catholic, you should marry Catholic, Baptist, Methodist. You know, if you're atheist, you know, you probably should marry another atheist, because if you marry somebody who's not, you know, you're going to have that conflict in how you raise your children. If you're a strong believer, you know, and you're not a strong believer, you know, that can cause a lot of conflict. There's other areas too, where, you know, you want to make sure you both have the same parent styles and stuff like that, But I don't want to go, okay, I'm going to stop with that part. Anyways, just like the first movie though, got great storytelling, great character building here. The Frodo part where he says, I'm smart. I just brought me back to City Slickers 2 and John Lovett's character, who's like infatuated with the Godfather. That he says that in like the Fredo voice, you know. When I saw that scene, it made me laugh because I brought that up. I don't know. Personally, you know, I kind of like, everybody said craps on City Slickers 2. I kind of like it. Maybe I should rewatch it and see if it's really that bad of a movie. But I had a good laugh and stuff when I was watching it. John Lovitz, I feel like, was great in that movie. But bring this back over to Godfather 2. Get some more introductions, like Robert De Niro. I didn't know he was in this movie. See a young Robert De Niro. Then I realized like every character that Robert De Niro plays is like the character he played in Godfather 2. are similar in ways, you know, the same mannerisms, the way he acts. Come on, dude. Well, you know, you're in his 70s. It's too late to change your way of acting now, right? But, you know, Robert Niro is great in this. I don't know if this is his first movie or not, but, you know, the Godfathers really did give a lot of actors great starts to their careers. And it should, because, you know, it's a great movies. Both of them are. 1 and 2 are great storytelling. And these actors really nailed their characters very well. You know, same as thing, you know, great cinematography, great acting, great writing, great character development, and great story. It's not only you dealing with family, but you're also, not only was he dealing with his family, but, you know, he's dealing with people trying to push him out of the picture. He's dealing with other people, other corrupted people trying to get the power and outmaneuver him and whatever aspects there is out there. But yeah, so check out, if you haven't watched it, I'll probably spoil a little bit for you. But yeah, you have to watch Godfather 2. It's fantastic. You know, you're not a man until you watch the Godfathers, right? I hear I can skip Godfather 3. I hear it's terrible. I'll find out here hopefully the next month or so. Have a great day. And like I said, highly recommend this one. Bye.